What's going on, guys? Captain Kody here. Welcome back to the Real Guys channel if you've been following along on our episodes, and if you're new to the channel, we appreciate you tuning in. We're down here in Key West. It's November. It's the week of Thanksgiving. We just had a couple major cold fronts come by, which hopefully is going to get some fish moving around. We haven't been fishing for a while because we have a really bad run of weather, a lot of wind, a couple hurricanes. So we really haven't had many days to get out. So it's a pretty nice day. Hopefully the weather holds good, and we're going to get offshore, maybe do a little diving, maybe do a little bit of fishing, just kind of see what the conditions have to offer. So we're looking forward to a good day down here in Key West. I got my buddy Russ with me. Where'd you go, Russ? Russ, Jared, who you guys have seen before, Heather's on the boat today, and Nicole's behind the camera. So we're looking forward to a good day, and we're going to take off and get out there on the reef.
See right there, and we're marking some blue runners down there. We usually come here always before we head out to do any kind of pelagic fishing to make sure we got the right baits. Catching blue runners right now. If I don't get them in 50 feet, what I'll do is I'll open the bail, drop a little bit more. Looks like the bait's like 50 to 60 feet down. Kind of twitch it, but I think more of the bait is over there, so we're gonna redrop.
So this is called improvising. My order of lead hasn't come in the mail yet, so I'm going to put two together. It's by no means professional, but it will work.
It works.
Ooh, they're coming up. So we got some blue runners on, and I'm going to show you the proper way to dehook. Here's the bait fish. Russ has the dehooker here. You want to make sure that the two dehookers in the base of the hook, just like so. Pull up on the dehooker, pull down on the line, and the hook should pop right out of their mouth.
Oh, no wonder I'm losing. These things don't have freaking hooks on them. Well, one
Jared.
Oh, there we go.
Dang.
So when we fish these blue runners, if they get hooked in the throat or snagged and they start bleeding and you throw them in the live well, it'll kill all the other baits because the blue runners need a lot of oxygen to go through them. So if the water's full of blood, it's not ideal to keep them. We'll either throw them on the cooler for cut bait or throw bait, but for the most part, you don't want to throw them in there.
Honestly, this sounds like a sad whale. It does.
Good job.
You're better than me.
Look at you.
That one.
Oh, more bait, more bait. That
runner?
is Nicole's prize grunt.
So we caught some runners just as backup, but we're really looking for speedos. So we've hit 3 spots so far, no speedos. We're gonna give it some time, see if they show up in the chum. And if we don't see them, we're just probably gonna go fish what we got. Or we might dive, honestly. The viz is decent, so it's good enough to get in. We're on the hunt. So we caught some bait, no speedos, we got a bunch of runners, but we're gonna hop in the water. I'm gonna take the GoPro, so we'll see you guys under the water.
You think they're gonna be here?
I don't know. They'll be here at some point. Russ got in. Said it's 30 wahoo.
Russ, shoot them when they're on the bait. There's 30 wahoos swimming all around it.
Throw some more bait, Jared, like whatever.
So this is my buddy's first time diving for wahoo, and unfortunately we had a miscommunication. There was some fish that were under me on a bait that I had thrown, and I told him to shoot, but I didn't specify which ones to shoot at. So that was a miscommunication on my part. He ended up taking a very long shot at the other fish, which were much further away. And, you know, these fish can be very tricky to hunt, especially if you've never dealt with them. But he did a great job being patient and calm around the fish and allowing the fish to get comfortable with us. But after the first shot was taken, I realized the fish were still going to stick around for a second, so I made a quick dive and I was able to put a decent shot in one of the fish. So now I'm chasing my fish. The two things that are on my mind now are getting to my fish before the sharks eat it and trying to direct Jared where to put Nicole in the water so she can intercept the school and hopefully get a shot.
Jared, get baits ready. They're right here. They're coming right to the back of the boat.
And, you know, the one thing about a situation like this is that when there's sharks around, there's no calm way to go about it. You know, if you stumble or let the fish sit for just a couple seconds too long, the shark's gonna eat your fish. It's gonna take your slip tip. So I really hate to be loud or yell when I'm in the water, but in these situations when there's multiple divers and the water kind of spread out, and it's really impossible to communicate without being very loud. I get to my fish, make sure that the sharks aren't gonna eat it.
Throw the bait right here. Throw the bait right here. Heather, could you pass me the other gun, please?
I ended up telling Jared to drop Nicole where I'd last seen the school.
Just let the fish dangle.
But when I started pulling my fish up, I realized that there was two fish that were hanging around my fish and was thinking that those would be the ones that would be best for Nicole to take a shot on. So I yelled back to the boat to Jared to try to pick her up or just to get an idea of where she was so she could swim over to me and potentially get a shot. I gave Jared the fish I'd shot, told him to leave it hanging because if there's fish that are with the fish you had shot, they think that that fish has something that they want. So I told him to let the fish hang so the other fish would hang around until Nicole was able to get over to me because she had to make a pretty long swim because, you know, we initially dropped her far away.
They're still right next to the boat.
So I asked Jared to throw me the last gun in the boat, which was Nicole's reef gun, which is not designed for shooting wahoo at all. I knew the fish were going to be on their way out, definitely getting pretty skittish. So I threw the bait, hoping that the fish would come in on the bait and give me some sort of a good shot. And one fish actually does turn and come to the bait. But since I'm shooting a smaller reef gun that doesn't have very tight bands, I ended up hitting the fish a little bit low and took a little bit of a long shot just because I thought the fish were going to leave. And this is not a shot I would normally take, but like I said, once the fish have been shot up, you're really lucky to get another good shot. So I take a long shot, hits the fish very low. I had very low confidence the fish would stay on. And luckily, the floppers ended up holding on long enough for me to get to the fish and put a second shot in it.
The bull almost ate him so many times.
Well, I was trying to rev the engine to scare him. Didn't
No, when you got up top of him, he kind of ran away. Look at what I landed him on. If it wasn't for your double flopper, Nicole, I would have never got him. Not bad. We got two. Sharks almost ate the other one. I landed him by like the skin of his belly. These are the fish. They're pretty nice fish in the 40-pound range. I can't really lift them up, but one of my favorite fish to hunt, favorite fish to catch. So super blessed to be able to get these fish, and hopefully we'll be seeing some more soon. Pretty epic experience, guys. It's been a really slow year here in Key West for wahoo. It's already late November. It's about Thanksgiving, and we had a couple hurricanes come through, and it really stirred the water up really bad, which isn't good for fishing or diving for wahoo. So we've been, you know, waiting for Key West to get good and hoping the water cleans up, and it's really been tough. And you know, today the stars finally aligned. We managed to get two nice fish out of the ordeal, and it was just really cool to see that school of fish. We got some baits out now. Jared's in the water with Russ. You know, they're trying to get hopefully the fish. Oh, something just did this. Oh, look behind the boat. I don't know. Could be a king too.
We got a fish on.
Anyways, we just got bit. Don't know if it's a wahoo. Could be a king. But epic experience, you know. Got a couple fish, got to see a big school, so we're gonna keep trolling and hopefully we get a couple bites and hopefully the boys get a shot soon at a fish. Stay tuned, we'll get back to you here in a second.
Yeah. Pull up, like it's nice and slow.
That's right, you got him, just hold on tight. Nice job. Got some serious teeth. So not a wahoo, but still a fish. We're going to keep this guy for bait. That's why we're killing him, so he won't go to waste.
Look at it. These are the speedos we're looking for. Here.
They just keep swimming back down too, though. Just because the birds. They don't like the birds. So we got the bait. Trying to catch a few more. Seeing the well there. Hopefully we're going to be catching some wahoo on some spinners here in a second. So I'm going to catch a few more and then we're going to put them out and see what happens. This is a Mustad 5.0 O'Shaughnessy live bait hook. It's an ultra point. And this we'll use in the front of the Speedo there, or the Blue Runner. And then in the back we got 2 trebles as well. Really good hook, really sharp. And I've never had one bend out, so these hooks usually do the job.
Someone said it's kind of like scallops. We're on.
Oh yeah, that's him.
That's him?
That's him. Let's go. We got one. Oh!
What we're looking for. That's ridiculous run. All right, Russ, here he is. Get ready for him to run at you. We haven't had a bite in about an hour, and I'm pretty sure we got a wahoo on right now. Big explosion, looks like a nice fish. So Russ is getting dumped right now on the spinner. Fish is going crazy all over the place. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get on top of him, and the sharks don't get him and get him in the boat. We're gonna get you to the front. We're gonna chase him down. How much line you got left? Almost spooled us. Not spooled us, but got into the backing. Get ready to reel, get ready to reel, get ready to reel. Start reeling, start reeling. Wow, that was a hell of a bite. All right, I just gain line as I drive. You just keep the tension. I got the drag super light. I don't like that he's,
Sorry, Russ.
don't like that he's going down.
Neither do I.
Why?
Because of
Freaking
the
sharks.
sharks.
Is that marking him or I'm marking a shark?
We just don't want them to get eaten.
Does it feel heavier?
Just got heavier.
It
See
did?
that?
I don't know if a shark grabbed him.
That's unfortunate. Big wahoo. Made a crazy run. And then the sharks had their way with him. It feels like the sharks got into a trap. Like a lobster trap. And this is probably going to break soon. This thing is stuck. I can't believe that. That fish ran so fast, so hard. It had to be a 50-plus pounder. And what happens is when they run so fast and so hard like that, they kill themselves because they use all their energy at once. So that's great if there's not sharks around, but if there's sharks around and the fish burns himself out, they end up sounding and then the sharks get them, and it's just the way it goes. But there's more sharks here than there's ever been since I've been fishing in my life, and we were lucky to land the 2 earlier that we had. The second fish, I had a bull like trying to eat it, barely got away from him. And on this one, we weren't so lucky. So got a little bit of time left. Hopefully we get one more chance.
Come on. Do it double right now, then we can go home.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
What if another shark?
It's not gonna happen.
Okay. There's some monster kinks around too.
Why are
Yeah.
your baits freaking out like
There's
this?
something following on it.
Oh my.
That's right here.
Oh.
Yep. All right, so we hooked the wahoo like 10, 15 minutes ago. Made a crazy run, almost spooled the reel. Fish sounded, ended up getting shark. Just put the baits back out. Just got smoked by something good size. Could be a big king, but hopefully it's a wahoo. So we're gonna try to fight him a little harder this time because there's a lot of bull sharks around. The bull sharks have just gotten crazy out here. There's so many of them. So hopefully we can get on top of the fish and get this one up. So fingers crossed. Just keep reeling. He's just swimming at you there. I'm not sure. He never charged the boat or anything, so it could be a big king.
Yeah, cool. Now she's straight up and down.
So a lot of times the wahoos will charge the boat. They don't always charge the boat, but usually they do. This fish didn't charge the boat, so I'm not sure if it's a wahoo. It's gonna be either a wahoo or a big kingfish. So either way, we'll take them. But hopefully, it's got some stripes on it. Alright, you're good. Just keep the tip a little lower. Keep it low, a little low. You're good. Understood.
Monster. Let's go. Nice. Smokers.
Oh, big teeth. Nice job, Nicole.
Oh, we're on.
It's coming up, Jared.
We got a king for the queen.
Right, he's coming back up.
There you go.
Good. Reel down. Yep. Keep doing what you're doing. Nice one. You go. Keep
Up a
lifting.
little bit, Heather.
Keep lifting. There you go. Barely on there. So that's it for today, guys. Pretty cool day. You know, we got a little bit of a late start, which we've kind of planned on because of the tides. And we came out. We spent a while catching bait, which is always important. You got to catch your bait and put the time in. And, you know, super cool to jump off the side of the boat into a pack of 20 or 30, 40 to 50 pound wahoos. And we were blessed enough to get 2 fish out of that school. And we actually got a shot at a big wahoo on a spinner. Unfortunately, the sharks got a hold of him, which is a very common thing these days. And there's not a ton you can do about it. A couple nice big kingfish. So we're super happy with it overall. You know, any day on the water is a blessed day. And anytime you can, you know, catch the fish that you're targeting, it's always a great day on the water. Just want to give a big shout out to our sponsors as always, Hook and Tackle and Mustad for providing us with the best gear and apparel, as well as Costa Sunglasses for hooking us up with the best eyewear. I can't talk about how important a good pair of glasses is out in the water, especially when you're doing this type of fishing. So we really appreciate them and the quality products they put out. And if you're looking to do a charter like this, some live baiting, or maybe you're looking to do some spearfishing for wahoo, anything like that, you can hop on the Real Guide site. The link will be in the description below, and we'll get you guys out there and hopefully on the fish.